Welcome back in, everybody, for Money Tuesday. In this world of electronic record keeping these days, legal digital signatures, bank safe deposit boxes are a bit old school. However, they do still exist, and many people actually still depend on them for the safekeeping of a variety of items that are important to them. Stewart Welch from the Welch Group joins us right now to talk about what should and should not be kept in a safe deposit box. Good to see you this morning, Stewart.
Good morning, Mike.
It is a bit old school, a lot of folks have them. I know my folks did as well. A lot of people use them.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do still like the safe deposit box. And the big thing is what should you not keep in there?
Okay.
And Mike, the first item would be estate documents. That's going to be your wills, your power of attorney, your letters of instruction. And the reason is that when the bank learns that somebody has passed away, they will seal the box. And then you can't get in until someone actually goes to court and comes to the bank with something proving that they're the executor and they have the right to get into the box. So that is, now you might want to keep a copy in there, but I wouldn't keep the originals. You want to keep the originals somewhere else that's safe and that people know where that is.
Yeah, because it creates an extra hoop that you have to jump through. What about some of those fire safes that some of the hardware stores sell?
Yeah, so I think that those would be a great place to keep those documents at home in a fireproof safe. Again, safe deposit box is probably not your best place.
All right, so some other items we should not keep in a safe deposit box.
Well, I think the next one I can think of is advanced directives for healthcare. That's going to be your living will and your healthcare proxy. And the reason is that when you end up in the hospital, it's never in the middle of the day, and it's always an emergency. And the first question they're going to ask when you arrive at the hospital is, do you have a living will? Mm-hmm. And do you have those healthcare directives? And having them in the safe deposit box is not a great idea. What I would suggest is, what I do personally is I actually take pictures of that and I keep it on my iPhone. And so if I end up at the hospital, I can actually produce it there and get it to them, and they can print it out if they want to print it out. So again, that's another good idea.
Very good advice there. All right, what about heirloom stuff, jewelry, say for instance, or spare keys, things like that? What about that kind of stuff?
Yeah. So again, you don't want to put anything in a safe deposit box that you might need either in an emergency or jewelry. It's you're about to go out on a Saturday night and you go, oh, all my jewelry's in my safe deposit box, and the bank's closed. So I think anything that you think you might need in an emergency or that you might need after hours is not a good spot for that.
Finally, what would you want to go ahead and keep in a safe deposit box? Or is there anything?
I think, Mike, like copies of your estate planning documents, your Social Security card, a marriage certificate, a birth certificate, also things like a stamp collection or a coin collection, things like that, things that you want to have but that you wouldn't need in any kind of emergency. Those are good things to put in there. And then the final thing is, I would make an inventory, make a list of everything that's in your box, maybe keep it in your iPhone, because every time I ask somebody, what's in your safe deposit box, they go, I got no idea. I think so-and-so is, but they don't really know. So it's a really good idea to do that.
Right. Well, some good information there from Stewart Welch from the Welch Group. We appreciate it. Just as we wrap up here, just curious your thoughts on the markets right now. It's been interesting to watch because of the positive reports about possible vaccines coming as early as mid-December.
Yeah, so I just checked the stock market futures. It's down about 0.75% today, but the market has just creased an all-time high, creased 30,000 on the Dow, and that is being driven by two things. It's being driven primarily by the vaccine, but also by the potential for another stimulus. And so I am very optimistic. Even though the market's at an all-time high, I'm very optimistic for 2021 because I think that what you're going to see is that the government's going to spend a lot of money on infrastructure and other things. That's going to be positive for the economy.
All right, Stewart Welch from the Welch Group. We always appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Have a good rest of your week.
Thank you, Mike.